Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Eli, and I'm gonna introduce to you guys the new truck we're gonna be working on the channel. So this, as you can see, it's 2008 Ford F250. It's a crew cab, short bed. So yeah, it's pretty much. We're gonna be working on the motor probably. Here, I'll go ahead and show you guys the inside. It's a little tear in the seat here. It's a lariat. So as you can see, this, it's a nice truck, but it's kind of old and a little dirty, but it's pretty nice. Lariat seats, black leather, and let's see what we got for miles. We got 247. So yeah.
Matches all the cash back you've.
So yeah, let's go take a look inside. So yeah, I got a good deal on it, so because it wasn't running good. If you know anything about 6.4, it's pretty much the majority of these trucks are. There's always something wrong with them. Usually the majority is the motor's gone. So this one, it has a weird noise, so I'll go ahead and turn it on and take a look at it and see what it sounds like. Hopefully it turns on. So yeah, we'll see. I'll put it in the garage and see what start turning into it. So we'll take it in and take a look at it. Okay, so there she is. She's as you heard, it sounded pretty bad. The little cracking noise or slappy noise it was making. So my guess is it's probably a cracked piston. If not, it's maybe a spun bearing, but I'm hoping it's a cracked piston and the engine's not too bad, and then we can save it. Just put another piston in it. But if not, if it's like a spun bearing or something, then it's gonna be like we're gonna need a full engine, another engine. So yeah, so we're gonna cross our fingers and see what happens. So yeah, we'll start tearing into it, and we'll start taking it apart. So I'll probably just maybe show you a few clips here and there taking it apart. So yeah, it's not too interesting taking it apart. So yeah, we've been doing this a few times, so it's not that interesting, I guess. And then there's a lot of videos of people taking the engines out, so you kind of don't really need any information there. So yeah, I'll start taking it apart, and then we'll go from there. Show you some clips along the way. Okay, so we got all the front end taken off, all the radiators and bumper and everything. So now the next thing I was gonna do is take this fan clutch off, but if it's really tight, like you know how tight it gets, they're really tight, so tighter than anything. So usually you can get the wrench back here and try to take it off, but even with the wrench, still doesn't like this wrench right here, it's still too hard. It's 47 millimeters, or 1 7/8 is the nut size for the fan clutch, but it was still too hard. So I went to Riley's and got this thing right here. It's like to hold the clutch, and then you can spin it with but it doesn't fit. These holes are too, they don't grab on to right here. If you look right there, they don't. Nope, doesn't fit. They don't fit on there. So what I did is I went and got the store, and I got this piece right here. It's like a chisel. And then I just chopped a little bit off the end, and then put it on just a hammer drill. If you have a hammer drill or something, then what you do is you come on down here, right at the edge of the nut. Go right there, right at the edge of the nut, and then you give it a little bit of, just put it in hammer mode, and then that should loosen it up. So yeah, I got that. Okay, it fell away. Okay, but yeah, and then as you can see right now, it's all loose, so it'll be easy to take off. So yeah, so far looking good. And then I also pulled the oil filter. Check to see. This is a good way to see if the bearings are going bad, or usually what you do is you take the filter off and then kind of look between the cracks. See, they look pretty clean. Yeah, it doesn't look, unless the guy that I got it before did change the oil filter like right away, then it looks like there's no metal shavings in the filter. So that's a good sign. That means it's a good sign that probably the bearings aren't like shot or anything. So that's a good sign. So that's something you want to do if you want to check to see if you're making the motor's making a metal noise or something. Just take the filter off and look at the filter in between the cracks, and then see if there's metal there. If there's not, that's a good sign. So yeah, so we'll just keep on taking it apart and see what else comes up. So far so good. Okay, so we got a few more stuff taken off the front. We got the clutch off, the fan clutch, and we got all the stuff here that goes here, like the AC, the alternator, and here the EGR cooler went right here. We took that one off. This one's loose. It just needs to be taken out. And then if you taking off 6.0, so this is almost the same motor style, just a little bit bigger, a little bit different on top. That's where it gets a little bit more complicated over here when you're taking off the turbos and the up pipes. And back here, there's right here where the EGR cooler ends, there's a pipe that runs from here all the way up to right there. And that pipe, you need to cut it and chop it into pieces, because that's the only way to get it out. You need to cut it out. And then the turbo, as you can see, one of the up pipes in the back got the bolts. I stripped the bolts and I couldn't take it out. I used the bolt extractor but I was only able to take one of them out, and then there was still one left, so I wasn't able to take it out because it was too smooth. So take a look at over here, this one right here. You can see it's a little bit on the smooth side already, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to take that out. And then, so what I did, I just ended up cutting it, the up pipe, so I'm gonna have to buy another up pipe for one side. And if you can see right here, looks like we got some metal shavings right here. So not sure what they're from, but it looks like it was something was coming out of the exhaust, so something was coming out there, so we'll check that out. So the main thing with this turbo is it's really heavy, so you can use a cherry picker to kind of lift it up, and then use spatulas to go on each side. That'll help you pop it out. So just wiggle it right here and right here, and then that's gonna help you so you can pop it out. And then you gotta, I couldn't pull it out with the cherry picker, so I ended up just carrying it out. So yeah, it's pretty heavy, so usually if you need somebody else to help you, it'll be probably better. That way you don't pop a tire or something. So yep, we got this ready, and then now we're gonna go ahead and start getting all the rest of the stuff loosened up, getting the transmission bolts and everything else, the motor mounts, and see if we can start taking it out. So I'll update you here in a little bit once we get a little further. Okay, so we got the motor out. As you can see right here, we got a motor taken out. It took a little longer than expected, but we got it out. Just make sure you take all the torque converter nuts out, because I forgot to take one of the nuts out, and then they got stuck on the torque converter got stuck on the motor, and it didn't want to come out. So yeah, that's gonna be a problem if you forget to do that. So, but we got it out, and it's over here. So we're gonna go ahead and take the oil out of it, and then start disassembling and see what's going on. So I'll let you guys know once I get it all torn apart and see how it looks inside. So I took the valve cover off, and then taking a look at it, looks just about normal. Just a little bit black, but that's normal because I had a blow by, so everything kind of turned black. So just take a look at it. Since I don't know if you haven't seen inside, so this is how it looks with the injectors on. This is the oil log right here, and then these are the injector tubes, and then these are the injectors right there. Let's take a look at this other side. Yeah, everything looks good. Just got a little bit of smashed right here, but I think it's because they forgot to push this thing down a little bit like that. It got squished right there. I don't think it just broke the plastic, but it should be fine. And over here, everything looks pretty good. So yep, keep on tearing down and see what else we find. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the heads. As you can see, there's nothing visibly that you can see wrong with them. They're just a little dirty, but I don't see anything wrong with them. They look pretty good. Yeah, this one and look this head. There's some carbon buildup and stuff, but they don't look too bad. So I think these are gonna be good. So we're gonna go ahead and reuse these heads. They look alright. So we'll take over here, take a look at the inside of the board here, the motor. If you can see, everything looks pretty good. It's pretty rusty all around here, but that's probably normal. Doesn't look like it was blown too much. The head gaskets looks pretty good. They're just kind of old. And then if you look at the inside, I don't know if you can see right in there, it's pretty good. The cross hatching is pretty nice on all of them, so I'm gonna go ahead and say that this side is pretty good. They're all pretty good. And if you go on this side, cross hatching looks, it's a little bit wore out on this one, but it's not too bad. They're all pretty good. They're like actually really nice. Yep. And then if you look at this one, I don't know if you can see right there, the piston is cracked all the way across almost. Actually not all the way, but almost all the way. So this was the problem that it was having, that why it was making that like ticking noise. So, but other than that, it doesn't look like the walls are bad. So I think this is what I wanted to see. So I'm pretty satisfied with this. So now all we're gonna do is order some. I just need to order one more piston. I'll probably order one piston and then well, I mean here I probably might as well do the rings on all of it. So I'm not sure yet, decided yet what I'm gonna do, but for sure we need to replace this one because it's cracked, the piston. So I need to buy another piston and then maybe another set of rings to resync, since I'm all the way in here anyways. Might as well put a new set of rings on everything, but we'll see once we get further down the road. So yep, we'll just see, keep on taking it apart and see how it goes. So we got all the pistons out and all the bearings, as you can see right here. All the bearings, they look pretty good. None of them are, you can't really see any of the copper. They're in really good shape for being I think the truck has about like 250,000 miles. So if you can see, they haven't worn into the copper yet. They're all still pretty good. And then the pistons, they all look really good. All the ring packs look pretty good, except this one. The middle ring is getting kind of, I don't know if you can see there, but it's getting jammed in there and it doesn't move freely. So this one looks like it was starting to get jammed up, and then this other one was the main problem. Take a look at it here in the light. See if you guys can pick up see the crack here. If the camera can focus, you can kind of see and it goes right across the center. And then I don't know if you can see right there, but there's a crack. It just goes all the way across and then down the side right there. So this was the one that was the main problem. That's why it was making that slapping noise. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and order a full set of pistons, because I remember these pistons are all prone to cracking already from the factory, and they're pretty old already, so they're really brittle. So I'm just gonna go ahead and order another set of pistons, and then in a few days they'll be back, and then we'll put them in. So yeah, so just need to be careful when you're working on 6.4s, because before you know it, there's a big hole in your pocket. So we'll just go ahead and order that, and then we'll probably go ahead and make a video, another video of once we start installing everything back together, and then putting it back in and firing it up to see if she works. So yep, hope you enjoyed, and then I'll see you